Throughout all my life, I've had a variety of fears. As a child, I was terrified of the dark, my imagination making me see things that weren't truly there. That stayed with me for a time, but soon I grew past it, and the lamp beside my bed could finally be switched off. The fear of heights was my next affliction. This one was a magnitude above the last, it being so bad that I'd be paralysed with terror at the thought of descending them, much to the dismay of my teachers. Like the other, this is one I soon grew out of. Yet one has remained constant, even into my current years, that being the fear of the ocean. It's not the water itself that terrifies me, it's the oppressive nature, the waves that threaten to pull you under into the dark hue below. It's the helplessness I feel within. Even armed with the world's knowledge, still there might be something lurking beneath me, ready to end me. For that reason alone, I've steered well clear of them. Despite this fear, I think I'm somewhat enamoured with the possibility of this unknown. I've written, at length, about the horrors that lurk beneath, bringing my ideas to life with mods and written stories. I've played countless games and experienced the different worlds they contain, from Subnautica's haunting leviathans, Dredge's creeping insanity, to loan sharks' stifling acceptance. The latter is the subject of today's video, and its beginning is a simple one. Blunt and poignant, already the player assumes they have an insurmountable task ahead of them, victim to a character you've never met. Still, you play on, walking over to investigate a manual. The first point reads, cast a line at least 8 meters. If you're too close, nothing bites. The second, the fish either struggles or rests. When it rests, pull without fear. When it struggles, pull too, but watch the line tension. The third, if the line tension hits the max, the line breaks. When you feel it's about to snap, let go. The tutorial for the game, blunt and to the point. Yet at the end of the logbook, you see, P.S. Don't repeat his mistakes. Drinking a beer to accept the state you're in, you then cast your line into the murky depths. The ocean in Lone Shark exemplifies every aspect I despise about it. Wide open waters with no end in sight, and below, nothing but blue hues can be seen. Soon enough, an eye appears on screen. An ominous reminder of your servitude, something, it seems, you'll never escape. Putting that thought out of your mind, and you're greeted with your first fish. Following the guidebook, and you reel him in. For your troubles, a whopping €16. All that's left is to gut the fish and place them in the pile. Only €999,983 left. You repeat the process, drinking your beers along the way until you notice something different about your catch. It's a one-eyed fish that's worth a pretty penny. Bringing it to the gutting board and you begin your routine. Needing any way to get out of this horrid debt, gladly accept the strange fish's deal, and away he goes. Using your newfound gift, you realise once again the gravity of this situation. Even with your peculiar bait, the ever-present loan shark beats down on you, watching and waiting until your fortune is paid off. Your supposed saviour, only a reminder of your doomed situation. reeling in a particularly shiny fish, and that's still all you can think about, the ever-present threat of a man you've never seen. Startled by the appearance of a vast shark, it's only a momentary solace from the realization that has dawned on you. Even with the hefty price tag it brings, the newly caught fish won't be enough to pay off your debt, and so, the looming eye of the loan shark rests upon you. Caglioso leaves as fast as he came, and an ominous ringing fills the boat. The phone. You're fucked and you know it. The threat that's loomed above you during this trip is now made real, a disembodied voice being the nail in the coffin. There's no hope to amass such a fortune, unless... Caglioso loses his temper, a stark contrast to the calm and charismatic character you've seen him to be. With this lapse in patience, you dare to think about his continued support for you and what this phone call could bring. Before that can be answered, you find your fingers already dialing the number. Whatever you expected it to be, that wasn't it. The words meant for a man you've never met were filled with a hatred and venom that is seldom seen. The depravity and horror of the life is one you dare not think about. It's all that fills your mind. Ceruzo, whoever he is a mirror to your own situation, a glimpse into the future if Cagliostro can't save you from this wretched hell. You wanted to say something, defend the choices made by you and Ceruzo, but you can't. You sit in silence as she describes the future that awaits you. A word out of place and Cagliostro's support may end. With that call done, once again the reminder sets in. Less than 45 minutes to fix this mess, else your loved ones will await the fate of Ceruzo's wife. Cast your line and dare to think about Cagliostro's words. Certainly a vile and disgusting being, enjoying the misery of an innocent party, someone who had no part in Ceruzo's dealings. Whatever the case, you can't ponder on the incident for too long before you see it once more. You pray to anyone who'll listen that the shark stays well away from your bait and ship. Dying at the hands of a lone shark is a terrible fate, but to be eaten alive, you know your preference. Reeling in your catch and a realization dawns on you. The eye doesn't belong to the fish. You had an inkling, but never thought about it for too long. You think back on Cagliostro's words and Ceruzo's wife, and then the pieces fall into place. Your bait once belonged to the man, and somehow this damned fish has gotten hold of it. Yet you're powerless. You can't leave the ocean's grasp. You need to pay hundreds of thousands more before you can do that. You can't kill the fish. Vile and cunning he may be, but his bargains have come in useful. And so, you cast your line once more. The rumbling scarcely phases you. Even the fish covered in golden scales don't do much for you. You return to your routine, gutting it and throwing it into the pile with the rest of them. That's when Cagliostro speaks. The eye that once belonged to Ceruzo is yours no longer. The fish has taken it away and you can do nothing about it. With over 100,000 left and the phone ringing, your future doesn't look bright. Knowing your fate, you answer the phone and hear that damned voice. Once again, you're fucked. You know your only way out, and yet, you know that his request will only be more dire. Even with this in mind, you make your way over to the bell. You've seen your fate now. That faint glimmer of hope you once had is now gone. You've seen Sarutso's end, and now you know you'll soon follow it. The illusion of control and choice is dispelled. You see it clearly now. Each opportunity, you're given a choice. You're given the freedom to choose your fate, and yet, there's always only one. The loan shark's call. Hanging up, and he'd still expect the money. And so, you listen. Sarutso's wife. Any word spoken, and Caligula might have been upset with your performance, robbing you of your lifeline. Talking back to the hellish fish, and you're still forced to submit to his will. There was never any choice, it's only now you're realising it. A piece of you is gone now, and all you can do is fish. You cast your line in, and... Sarutsu's waiting for you now. He knows it, and you know it. Yet all you can do is fish and gut, fish and gut, fish and... His pleasant demeanour and caring facade is gone now. He doesn't need it anymore. He's openly insulting you, and yet you can't do anything about it. He's already taken a piece of you, and torments you with the mention of Sarutso and his wife. A grim reminder of the fate that awaits you and your loved ones. Like the shark circling your boat, he's simply waiting for you to lapse before he'll take more and more of you. Casting the eye once more, and as to tell you your fate is truly sealed, once again he makes himself known. Once more, Caligula is tormenting you. Already harassed with visions of what awaits you, he's only prolonging the suffering, taking some of your catch while he bides his time. It's a cruel cycle you can't escape, and still, the clock ticks. All you can do is cast your line out once more. Each fish you bring in only fills you with thoughts of the mirror to your journey, Sarutso himself. Gutting the last fish, and you've done it. You're finally free from this debt. Even with Caligula's wave of insults, he congratulates you and bids you to enter the cabin. Finally brought back down to reality. There's no time to repay your debt, and so, you know you're left with only one option. You've heard Sarutso's tale. You're a mirror to him all along, and yet you're alive. The debt, Caligula, it's all done. You followed in Sarutso's footsteps, and yet you survived. You've won. It was all a lie. You see Caligula's face for but a moment, and you know it was all a lie. His associate sits close by, mouth open and eyes beating down on you. Your mind goes blank as you hear Caligula's final words. You find it hard to accept your fate. Even as the Vita Nova sinks beneath your feet, you still feel the beating eye on you, following you even into the depths. You look at your line, and there it is, the price of it all. You try to tear it off, and Lone Shark isn't a game like many others I've played. From the moment I loaded it up to the moment the credits rolled, there was an atmosphere of oppression I found nowhere else. It was stifling, and even with the knowledge of our character's impending doom, I could not shake that feeling of hopelessness and calamity. It's the embodiment of the fear that has always been within me. Even with the knowledge we managed to gather, it wasn't enough, and still, the ocean laid claim to us.